Welcome to NFL Daily, where we love a little Christmas drama. I'm Gregg Rosenthal here in the Chris Wesseling podcast studio with my friend Cynthia Frelund. And the drama that I'm referring to is not whether I can keep the 12 straight winning weeks going.
No, we know you can.
13. No, the drama is, can we get Cynthia to a plane on Christmas Eve on time to see her in-laws? We'll find out. Which means we got to be efficient here.
We're fine. We're going to be totally fine.
So if you're listening to this, it's probably the day after Christmas or sometime over the weekend, and we hope you had a great holiday. This is the show where we pick 3 games against the spread each and every week. And yes, as I mentioned, I kept the winning streak going last week. Shout out to the Chargers for coming through for me. And let's move on to the week 17 picks. 31-17
Good.
On the season.
Real good.
I can't remember even what the other winning pick was, but who cares? Let's get to Cynthia's winning picks this week. What is your first one?
I want to start off with the Saturday game because games of consequence feel like better opportunities to pick, especially if you're looking against the spread. So the very first one, the one where we, know who's playing, at least at the quarterback position, presumably. So ultimately, I think that the Texans take care of business and have the upset here at SoFi Stadium. Rainy. There's a tornado warning here in Southern California. Crazy stuff going on here, including the fact that I still think that when it comes down to which team will be able to exact their will on the other team's offense more efficiently and effectively, I mean, between Danielle Hunter and, Will Anderson Jr., it's just going to be a lot of pressure and a lot of Justin Herbert's just going to have to contend with a lot, which is something he's been doing all season. However, I think Houston has the edge in this one.
I'm torn on this one. As you know, we taped our show Game Day View, which if you're curious, you can always check out on YouTube. We appreciate everyone who watches this show on YouTube. Everyone should also be subscribing and checking out Numbers Games starring Cynthia Frelund, but it's put up on the NFL feed as our NFL pick show. That's every game. And I picked the Chargers, but I don't feel strong about this one, and certainly last year's playoff game has you worried that the matchup for the Chargers is just a bad one. And I was a little surprised that they were favored in this game.
Do you know that Will Anderson Jr. on third down has 12 more pressures than the next closest player, whose name is Myles Garrett? Just saying.
That's a
43.
Good call. And I know you have respect for DVOA. You trust your model more, but they have a pretty big difference between these two teams, so they would support you. Number 5 team in the league.
Well, when they support me, I like them.
Yes, is the Texans. And the Chargers down there at 14 because their offense is so inconsistent. That was a stay away from me. A game I am going to pick. I really like 4 games this week, and so I'm struggling. I kind of want you to pick one of them, and then we'll see. We'll see if that actually happened. No, I mean, and then it'll just get it out of the way for me.
Yeah.
I hate doing this because as we're taping, I'm not sure who's starting at quarterback for the Packers or the Ravens for sure. But the reason I'm comfortable taking it, and right now it's 3 points, it could certainly raise if it looks like it's going to be Snoop Huntley versus Jordan Love, which my gut tells me is the most likely outcome. But it could be Lamar Jackson versus Jordan Love. It could be Malik Willis. It doesn't matter. The Packers are going to cover this number no matter what it is. I just think that the Ravens are a dead team walking. I'm going to talk about the Bucs a little later, but they're in the same position for me.
Okay.
At least this week. Have you ever heard of a phrase called a death wish?
Yeah.
Someone who's almost going through, they almost have a death wish. Sometimes teams get a death wish, and it somehow comes out in the form of what happens in fourth quarters of games. Like suddenly Zay Flowers fumbles the ball, and the defense starts giving up big plays when it comes to the Ravens. I just don't think this is a good team. And I think the Packers lost 2 brutal games where they played pretty well back-to-back. But I think they're ultimately a much better team. And I just think these two teams are in different classes. And I think the defense can give the Ravens some problems, send some different looks. But it's really about the offense of the Packers. That even if it's Malik Willis, I think it can get a lot done on the ground and just beat this Ravens team and kind of put them out of their misery on Saturday night, clinch a playoff spot for themselves and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I mean, look, I think that's very interesting. I'm with you on the entire thing, and I'll add that the Ravens are only getting the 4th lowest pressure rate, meaning they're, very not consistent at getting pressure on any quarterback. Malik Willis played admirably in the loss
Played great.
to the Bears. So it's not like, I mean, it's a step down, of course, because Jordan Love's in a different class, but like, it's not this massive step down where you're like, oh no, all hope is lost. Not even a little.
You just reminded me who my other right pick was last week.
Who?
Fortunately, it was against your Lions.
No, I don't care.
Just the Steelers. Remember I said it seems like they're trying to trick us.
I had the Lions
7
against the
points.
spread.
You also had the Steelers covering.
I had the Steelers covering the spread. I just had the Lions winning the game.
Let's go to your second pick.
Okay, my second pick. What's the number you're seeing for San Francisco on Sunday night?
3.
Okay, yeah, San Francisco covers that number.
Okay.
I think the 9 is that one of your 4?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm trying to guess your 4 based on knowing who you picked in every game. Didn't pick it.
I do like the 49ers in that game if I had to take one, but that I respect them both enough. I stayed away.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like the Bears. I just think when one team's massive strength is to run the football or to create they're approximating runs with some of the stuff they do with Christian McCaffrey and his ability to keep things on the ground and not turn. When you're so turnover reliant, like if you look at point differential, which isn't the only measure of someone's success, like the Bears are at like 33 points. So meaning they're winning very close games. We get it, but they're also turnover reliant. When you're so turnover reliant and you're playing Kyle Shanahan the week after he just played and beat another Shanahan tree guy, I just think he's going to sit there and be like, okay, because that is, talk about watching film that's really relevant to what you do. That's the same fundamental offense as the Green Bay Packers, right? Different people, different strengths and weaknesses, but the same ideas and concepts, the same trees. So I have struggled to find a way for them to keep that going unless they get some crazy amount of turnovers, but I don't think that happens.
I've loved Brock Purdy's decision-making lately. I think he's
throwing dimes too. Sometimes you watch it, you're like, who threw that spiral?
He
Joe Montana
completes some highly difficult throws, but sometimes he almost tries too many. And I think he's really had it dialed in of what to go for and what not to. And I just think that offense is a wagon. So I'm with you. I like that pick. This was just a week. You know how last week I was like, man, there's only one game I really love, or 2. This week I loved like 5. And so that wasn't one of my loves. That was one of my likes. Okay. Let's go to another love.
Okay.
Man, this is tough. Because if it was actually
emotional,
if it was my money, what is your third pick gonna be? I want to see if it's one of mine. So then you can just take.
You want me to just pointed it so I don't want to.
Sure.
This one.
Okay, that was gonna be one of mine. So I will let you take that. That's perfect.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's go to the Rams.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna say that the Rams are gonna try harder because they lost. Although Sean McVay has been saying that. He's just like, this is gonna make us stronger. This loss. I can see it. Here's what else is going to make you stronger. Having extra rest.
I was about to say another day.
Having extra rest against the Atlanta Falcons. 3 days extra rest at this time of year. I think it's a thing. And then playing the Atlanta Falcons. That's the thing. You just put up 580 yards on the Seattle Seahawks defense. And now you're going to go up against Raheem Morris, someone you're very familiar with, who really has only had good games this year defensively, when he can confuse the other opponent, when they can send all sorts of blitzes and they get really creative. Just try it against Matthew Stafford. He's seen it all before. Sean McVay kind of knows what's coming, and they're going to have perfect conditions there in the Dome. Not much of a home field advantage, I don't believe, in Atlanta, and a team that really needs to win the game, and I think they'd love to make a statement and like rest guys in the fourth quarter of this game. And that's how good I think that they are. So good luck trying to convince him. And also it's on Monday night, little MVP magic here. And on the flip side, it's like Kirk Cousins has been good, but he's only been good when he hasn't faced much pressure. And I think he will face some pressure. So they're 7.5 point favorites. I thought it'd be a little more, frankly. I just don't think the Falcons, I know they've won 6 games and they're not one of the worst teams in the league or anything, but at this point in the season, I would take 10 for the Rams and feel fine about it.
Yeah, no, I think that could get bet up too, and I'd be comfortable with it. All right, my last one, New England.
Yes, that was one where like if it was actually we're not allowed to bet.
We're not,
and I love that for us. Although this year it would have been profitable for me. But if it was actually my money, I think I would maybe go with that. But it didn't seem as interesting to me. It almost just seemed too easy.
What would you bid it up to? So, like, where is it? What are you seeing right
like
now?
16.5. It's at 13.5 right now.
Yeah. So, sub 14. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, to me, I would have bid it up probably to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Something that would be more comfortable like that. So, when you see the differential of 3 points, like, tasty.
Especially for your conservative model
I'm
to
very
have a number
conservative.
that big.
Yes.
What is the Brady Cook factor in your model?
Unfortunately for Brady Cook, it's the problem. What the problem that he has is that there's a lot of great pieces of this New England defense that are maybe even a little bit underrated, like K'Lavon Chaisson. Like, we don't talk about him enough, although his name is fun to say, so we should. But, he was a bargain. And coming off the edge, he's done great.
You know who might come back this week, by the way?
Who?
Milton Williams.
I was doing this without even factoring Milton Williams in, and he was their big money. They were very spendy on him, and it paid off. So I don't know. I just think this is not to say that the Jets don't have anything to play for, but like things will seem.
I mean, they don't. There. No team is truly tanking harder than the Jets. Now they put Brock Bowers on injured reserve.
Right.
That would be much lower on my list. The Raiders game.
But
that's a little bit of a tank move. But playing Brady Cook is a tank move. They could be 100%. Playing Tyrod Taylor.
But think about it. The Raiders, Pete Carroll. He's going to try.
Yeah, I'm staying far away from that.
Stay the heck away from anything to do with Pete Carroll and the Giants. Just don't do it.
Yes, I
because
totally agree.
That one coin flip 50 truly a 50-50 to me.
Here's a great stat about the Jets that I had ready in case this was my pick. In the last 3 weeks, they have been outscored 111 to 36. That is an average of 25 points. And it's not like 1 week was 40 and the other was 10.
Right.
No, they were all 22 and above for 3 straight weeks. And 2 of those games were against teams that were well under 500. So they weren't even good teams. The Jags beat them up too. And they're a good team. But yeah, I think the Pats killed them. All right, my last one is one of those teams that beat up on the Jets a couple weeks back. It is the Miami Dolphins plus 5.5. Let's get frisky with Quinn Ewers in week 17.
Over the Bucs.
Don't doubt me, although I do lose one every week. It's usually 2-1, not 3-0. But I've had a winning week, 12 straight weeks. Quinn Ewers in that game, and this one I wouldn't feel comfortable about if I didn't go back and watch it. I thought he played fine.
He did.
They had 3 straight turnovers in the third quarter. Maybe one was his fault, but the other was a fluky tip. The other was a fumble by one of his teammates, and the other was just they got stuffed on a 4th and 1. And when I talked about the death wish, I just got bad vibes about this Bucs team, and so I'm taking the.
You have worse vibes about the Bucs than the Dolphins.
No, but the Bucs.
But the bad vibes have already passed. Like the Dolphins have already absorbed their bad vibes, and now they're in a post-bad vibe world.
It's more that close late in games, they're playing like Baker Mayfield plays, just a little frenetic. And I can see them winning this game. I initially picked them to win this game, but 5.5 is just a lot for me for a team that doesn't do anything well right now. If you kind of look at all their underlying metrics like you do, run defense is okay, but I don't think they'll be good on the outside. They're slower against Devon Achane. Everything else is below average, like run offense, passing defense, especially like they're just a mediocre team. These, to me, are 2 mediocre teams. The Bucs are like 2-7 in their last 9 games. It's not good. That's pretty brutal. And the Dolphins, they're okay. So to me, this is like one of those coin flip games. That's how I see it. And so the fact that I'm getting 5.5 means I'll take the 5.5, and it means on game debut, since I truly do believe in my heart it's a coin flip game, I might as well just take the Dolphins to win.
Because we only count the straight ups as our.
And because you and Patrick are taking me to the woodshed this year.
So that's why you should do it. It's a good strategy.
I'm doing much better against the spread than I am straight up. So
it's awesome.
That's it. We made it.
We did it. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, Cynthia.
Y'all.
You are the best. Like I said, check out numbers.
Just so you guys all know, you think he's cool when you listen to him on this podcast. Nobody thinks that. 10 times better in real life.
You know what Cynthia did, though? She baked 11 different types of cookies. She spent an entire day.
More than that.
Entire week and brought in 11 different types of selections of cookies for everyone in makeup and hair and production to have. And that's the kind of woman that Cynthia is. All right, we got to get you to your in-laws. Merry Christmas, to you, Cynthia, and to everyone listening. We will be back in the audio feed and on YouTube.
Going 3-0 this week.
Yes.
I'm calling it. I'm calling my shot.
We're going to talk about the Christmas games. We're going to recap that. I'm going to have Will Gavin, my friend from Talk Sport. We'll do that on Friday afternoon, so have a look for that. We will see you then.